So all the cool kids are all going rock hounding in Idaho. They're all going for Opal in Idaho. I'm like, well, if everyone jumped off the bridge, would you jump off the bridge too? Like, heck yes, I would. Heck yes. Well, how high is the bridge? That's the question. How high is that bridge? Why is everyone going to Spencer Opal Mines? What is all this crazy fuss about? When I think about opal, I think of Australia. I think about finding that when I go visit rookie rockhounding in Australia. Opal to me is like throwing large amounts of confetti, like multicolored confetti, into the northern lights. It's like got that wow, that flash and that wow factor. It's like gummy bears and unicorns. Rainbow sprinkles on blue raspberry ice cream. It's not something I find when I'm out hounding around. It's something I would find at a jewelry store. Where is Spencer, Idaho anyway? I was Googling Spencer, Idaho, and I think it had a population of less than 50 people. 50. That's like probably the number of people that were standing in line at Starbucks this morning. But if you're a true rockhound, you're like 50 people. Yes. Idaho, when I think Idaho, I think star garnets. I think about rivers and mountains and outdoor recreation. And I think about potatoes. If you don't think about potatoes, you are lying. I've never really thought about opals. Apparently, they're a big deal there. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know anything about opal. Opal seems out of my league. What would I even do if I found a piece of opal? You have to wait for like the summer solstice and hold it at a certain angle, like 84 degrees, and when the light hits it just right, you'll see this little flash. Like, it's gotta be more than that because everyone's freaking out. I'm the kind of rockhound, I like to surface find. I'm not a digger. I can't dig like a 6-foot hole. I like instant gratification. I don't know if I'm gonna find something like that. This road trip, going out there, meeting up with some great people and seeing what all the fuss is about. So, you'd like to jump off this bridge with me? Come along! I've got Isaac here.
Hello.
And Isaac, well, go ahead and tell me a little bit about yourself, Isaac.
So, my name's Isaac. I'm the 4th generation of the family mine. So, you know, many, many years ago in the 1950s, my great-grandpa bought the place. And then since then, it's just been handed down generation to generation. And I've been put in charge of keeping people alive up here on these dig days. And so I'm up here 4 days a week, every week, always mining for the business myself. And then, you know, once every 2 weeks, we get folks up here just like you and get to enjoy a fun day up here on the mine.
As you can see, this whole hillside here of well,
it's called
what is
overburden.
it? What is it?
So perfect place to explain it too is all this, and I'm sure you'll catch a video from the top down as well, which will help out a lot. But what happened when my great-grandpa made the mine is they didn't know how to make an opal mine. Nobody had ever made an opal mine in the States at the time. And so what they did is they took a big dozer up there and they started cutting terraces and just pushing all of that material off the edge of the hill, which is what you see right here. So this isn't technically called tailings, because tailings means it's been sorted. It's called overburden, meaning that it was just mass amounts of material pushed off. So whether you come up here to mine and you want a hard rock mine, or you want to play with some boulders, or you want to surface collect, the overburden here is fantastic for surface collecting because it's never been sorted. So you have the ability to go through it, just like this fella here, and look through everything in order to find really good pieces that still have never been touched, because all we were doing was taking that material and just pushing it off the hill. And we've done that for, you know, we did that for 40 years, making the foundation of the mine before we switched to hand mining only, which is what we've done for the past 30 years. Some of the best pieces we've found this year have been either off this edge, some folks have picked them up, or they've been, you know, all around the place Sometimes somebody finds one on the road, you know, and the road's just made through that overburden.
A day for you. You have the hard work.
I do,
right?
yeah. We do a lot of hard rock mining, especially up on the edges up there. But we also just do this too. Some days we'll come up, my crew and I, and we'll just grab a bucket. We'll be talking, hanging out all day, just filling up a bucket, enjoying it, doing the same thing that people do right now, right here, and just having fun doing it. Because that's really what this is. This is the most enjoyable part. Everything that comes after, the cutting, the jewelry, that's the hard work, you know.
Right.
You could just search around, and especially after we just got this good rain, you can just search around and find all sorts of cool stuff. The only mine that produces precious pink, which is caused by high mineral densities, our opal form precious off of hot springs, which is something super unique in comparison to your other precious opal around the world. And with that mineralization, if you think of a hot spring, all them colors floating around in them is a different mineral. And when those seeped into the air pockets that was being made, and eventually to solidify, that's what your end product ended up being, and how you get that pink opal, or even our version of black opal, to every little color in between.
You find some rare specimens.
Big time.
You've actually have found specimens that you've given or donated
Yes,
to museums.
Museums, schools, universities.
Yes.
We like giving stuff out. My family doesn't do marketing. Our attempt to get the word out is purely just through sharing what we know to folks that we know, and then they kind of do the same, so forth, so on, until we get it. So yeah, if there's museums out there that would like a demonstration or maybe a piece to exhibit, we love to work with them.
You guys really care about this as a science.
We do, and it's the geological aspects of this whole place are just so weird and abnormal, and none of us are geologists, but we've just been in this for so long, and
self-taught.
to see, yeah, well, self-taught, but then plenty of geologists have come up here to tweak what I know enough.
So anybody who's a teacher or is involved with an institution, you feel free to contact Isaac.
Yep, you can get right on our website. There's email links there where you can send us and say, hey, I'm interested in talking, and maybe we do Zoom meetings all across the world to explain stuff.
That's amazing.
We can ship you a box of stuff, and you kind of just sit on it, and then we'll bust out the Zoom meeting and tell you what's in your box and explain all the geology behind it.
I mean, I've learned a tremendous amount from you today.
And it's not over yet.
It's not over yet. Yes.
We got to still put you to work and get some more stuff done, and then I will be pestering you all day, making sure that we can get all the good stuff.
Okay, and I'm going to put all Isaac's contact information in my description. So
I mean, it's not a great big piece, but it would be a cutter for like a ring.
You can see that,
like that
color without even wetting it or putting it any kind of light. Wow.
Absolutely.
Did you just find that?
Just right down here at the bottom, just a little farther over.
Okay, this place is crazy.
It's amazing.
Do you see that green in there?
If you hold it at a different angle, all that green turns red. And then there's bars all the way down too.
This is the gas pockets that the opal actually formed into.
Okay.
And so this one's a really good example. It shows kind of a double, and it's got some really good color, I believe right here, with good light. You have to move it around.
Yeah,
the
that's hard to see.
But this one would be a great cutter, because if this does extend farther back in here, you'll have a nice opal
I
band
see.
in there.
You can cut it and then expose the possible.
So what'll happen is we'll start to grind down flat, through all this, since this was all laid down in a very, even water level sheet. And so when we get down to that little color band, that's whenever we take and we epoxy that to our backing, and then work on the other side afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah. So hang on to this piece. That's a great piece that
that makes sense.
It should really show some good color. Not as good of an example, but it does show, once again, just kind of a nice egg, and then there's a band of it right there near the top.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
What you want to look for is the piece that's glassy. Kind of looks like glass. Stand out from the rest. Okay, this I can see. I can see that flash, that opal in there with my eyes. For sure. Yep, I can see that flash too. Can see that flash, that color play of light. I can see the flash of color. See some green play of color.
Over the last 2 months.
All right, look at this one, guys. Look at that.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes.
That is my opal of the day so far.
That is Theo's opal of the day. Winning! It's crazy walking on this beautiful obsidian and rhyolite everywhere. Going through these piles, finding some fun stuff. So this is some of the matrix that the precious opal is eroding out of, and it's obsidian and rhyolite, and it's beautiful itself. So what I can see here is I can surface rockhound and find cool stuff. This looks like some rhyolite and obsidian with maybe a little bit of opal on the top. This is some banded rhyolite. So a lot of this you can just find on the ground, surface rockhounding, or most all of it. You don't even need a pickaxe. And like this is obsidian. Some rhyolite in there, but a lot of the pieces also have precious opal in them. So they would make really great specimens for the shelf. So I'm really happy with this. Big chunk of Neptune obsidian. You can see some precious opal at the top. Some more host rock. It's just gorgeous. I can't stop picking it up. Got a botryoidal top on this obsidian host, which is crazy to see. That pink in that obsidian. Some like jelly-like opal chalcedony colors in the rhyolite with the obsidian pockets, or obsidian and some common opal pockets. Flash memo to all rockhounds. You've got to go to Spencer Opal Mines in Rockhound. Whether you want to surface collect, if you want a hard rock mine, it's there. If you want to do some easy rock hounding, if you want to make it more challenging, you can find it. The Pink Cowboys. Pink Cowboys. Pink Cowboys. Look for them. Tell them what your deepest desire is, and they will find it for you. They will help you find it. They will take you to it. They will show you the way. I was most surprised about is the overburden of just beautiful rock. I took home a bunch of stuff to feed to my Drogon, my 18-inch flap saw. Drogon, my beast, is about to get fed. So come along. And this one's gonna go to Drogon. Here you go, buddy. Okay, let's take a look. Ooh. Look at all that going on. Looks like galaxy. Galaxy above the rocks. Hey, look how beautiful that slab is. Some banded rhyolite for you, Drogon. Banded rhyolite. Okay, get it, Drogon. All right, let's take a look at this banded rhyolite. It's very bright, vibrant. The colors are very nice. And it's got all those flecks of opal inside. And here we go, another piece of rough. Let's see what it looks like inside. Oh, look at that pink color. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, I want to try to keep these gas bubbles, but slab this side. Be a nice specimen to polish. Okay, all set up. Here we go. Okay, let's take a peek. Well, this is very different. Love the contrast between that dark black obsidian and then the rhyolite. I like how this cut gives you perspective as to what's on the inside and still leaves those great gas bubbles on the outside. Oh no, this one is gonna produce some beautiful looking slabs. Okay, let's take a peek inside. That is a nice solid slab. That obsidian rhyolite. I'm gonna see if I can slab it underneath these layers of opal. Look at that beautiful pink and white opal. I really like this one as a specimen just like this, and I'll probably polish that front. Let's feed it to Drogon. Okay, here we go. I like this because you have a precious opal pocket and you still have the gas bubbles preserved in here, and then a side you can polish. Look how pretty that is. I'm going to cut the top, this bubbly top off. Okay, here we go. Oh, gorgeous. I just put this in some better light. You can see just how cool that slab is. For a shelf specimen right now, without doing anything to it, I do like this nodule. It's a nice rough nodule, some gas bubbles in it, and you've got that nice precious opal on the top there. And I like this one with the obsidian and the rhyolite and the precious opal on the top. I like this piece of pink and white common opal. I like the pieces that have the obsidian and the precious opal on the top. And I like some of that pink obsidian with the pink, yellow, orange rhyolite. I think that's a great specimen as well. Because of Isaac and the pink cowboys, I now know a whole lot about opal. How it's formed, how to find it, all the different kinds of opal, how to surface collect opal, how to mine for it, how to collect different specimens containing opal, rhyolite, obsidian. I've rockhounded there every day for probably the rest of my life and been perfectly happy. If you haven't been to Spencer Opal Mines, you need a rockhound. You need a rockhound there. I really loved all the specimens I collected. And again, big shout out, thank you to Spencer Opal Mines. Thank you everyone for rockhounding and coming along with me. And we'll see you on my next adventure. Rock on, everyone.